Hey, it's your friend Leo Robles here, and thank you so much for being part of my channel. And if you're watching this video for the first time, you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for latest and greatest updates about real estate and also artificial intelligence, which is one of my big passions right now and obsessions. And I think that in this video, I want to really emphasize how fast the world is really moving, but I also want to emphasize the fact that you really need to get on the artificial intelligence bandwagon. And yes, I know the pros and the cons. Obviously, there's a very bright future with AI, but there's also the other side of it, which could mean doom and gloom as well because of the amount of things that are happening with the whole platform. And so it might, we don't know yet. And one of the things that I've been researching, actually, let me see if I can get this thing. One of the things I've been researching is just with artificial intelligence specifically, currently we're at the brink of achieving artificial generative intelligence, and with that, it's basically AGI, and it gives artificial intelligence the ability to basically reason more than our own brain as a human being, which is pretty incredible. And we're at the brink of that right now. And I'm also kind of researching, and I would say 5 years or less away from what's called artificial super intelligence, ASI. And that's a super intelligence that we can't comprehend. We honestly are not going to be able to even understand it because these machines are already creating their own language and communicating amongst each other. So artificial super intelligence, honestly, it's going to be super big here in the future. And with artificial super intelligence, honestly, we don't know what's going to happen. So that's the scary part about what AI is doing. And right now, their nations are on a race to see who achieves ASI first, right? So obviously, the U.S. is leading the way, but China's in the race. Russia, there's a bunch of different countries that are in the race, and whoever achieves ASI, it's really going to run the world in a big way because they're going to have this super intelligence, and it's going to rewrite our history. We've never had something like this, and as it is, if you haven't dived into artificial intelligence or utilizing it, some of my favorite platforms are ChatGPT. There's also Notebook LM, another really great platform that I've been using, diving into, really researching it, which I am going to be making videos about how I'm using them because I think I'm using them in a very unique way. I jumped on artificial intelligence from a jump, right? When we got OpenAI and it went public, I jumped on that thing, and the first thing that I did is started using it. And I started seeing the power right away, but I really didn't have like a breakthrough moment until I really understood how to use it. And there's a specific way that you really want to use it. That way it could really give you the output that you're looking for. I think 90% of people are actually using artificial intelligence just a very basic way. So I am going to be doing upcoming videos, and I'm also curious to hear what your feedback is. And if you're using something that's really awesome, I want to hear it in the comments. Drop it in the comments as well. But I am going to also take feedback, right? If you guys want me to do some specific thing, right? And I honestly have been using it for every aspect of my business. I'm now writing my social media content calendar for an entire year, my training programs, my standard operating procedures, my business plan, my social media content calendar, newsletter, blogs, anything you could imagine, scripts, dialogues, all of the things that I don't know about you, but I am somebody that has a bunch of different ideas. And I feel like this has finally given me the opportunity to actually execute many of the ideas because so many times you had to hire designers, you had to hire people that were going to even basically write stuff out. I don't even know what they're called, but you need developers, you need a bunch of different things. Actually, why I'm even talking about this because I'm actually writing my book finally, because I've been trying to write my book, but then to write a book, you need all these components that takes a bunch of time. So what I've been able to do is literally like speak my book into existence. I'm speaking what I want to do. I'm transcribing it, I'm uploading it, and then I'm fine tuning it with artificial intelligence, which I am going to make a video on how to write your own book. And honestly, it's game changer. So again, platforms, top ones are ChatGPT that I've been using. Obviously, there's Grok, there's Perplexity. There's a ton of them out there. Whatever one you're using, just use it. And then also, if you haven't even heard of creating your own GPT, that's another thing that you should be looking into, creating your own customized GPT, because it could really feed into specific knowledge about your business. Or for example, for my real estate company, I've created my own Let's Grow Movement GPT, which basically has every single presentation I've ever done loaded into it, every single script, standard operating procedures, Every single thing about my company is in this platform, and it's also not just generating information outside of it. So your own custom GPT gives you the ability to just have that knowledge contained within a specific channel, and then you can give that to your staff and also agents or employees, however you run your company. And I think a GPT is probably one of the most important things you could do for your business as well, because it's going to basically duplicate your brain, your process, and you're going to be able to have it on a platform. Game changer. Look into that. And I'm also going to be teaching you how to build your own GPT. So videos are coming up for that. But honestly, the most important thing when I talk about artificial intelligence, I always tell everybody, start by teaching the platform to learn about you and your business and your outcome. Because if you don't give it intention, direction, if you don't utilize the prompts, right? The people talk about prompt engineering. If you don't do that for the platform, then you're basically just using it again, very elementary. So I am going to be doing videos where I'll give you specific prompts and how I prompt engineer. Where again, right, I'm not an expert at this, but I've just been using it every single day and I'm just blown away. By the way, if you are using artificial intelligence platform like ChatGPT, OpenAI, and you're not downloading it on your cell phone, like the actual app, you're missing out in a big way. That's one of my favorite features, is just to have the app on my phone, because I can just speak directly into it, and it can speak right back to me right as well. So sometimes I'm standing in line and I'm waiting on a restaurant and I'm like, oh, this is a really good idea. Let me actually start to brainstorm on the spot. I'm in real estate. I run a real estate company and a couple of other companies as well. And one of the things I teach my agents is use it as your role play buddy, because you can actually role play different types of scenarios, basically any scenario you like. What if it's a scenario about you're talking to an expired, a for sale by owner, a past client, you're talking to somebody in the commercial space. You can actually ask ChatGPT and say, hey, I want you to be the owner of a commercial building and I'm going to be the agent and I want to role play with you. Give me a couple of objections. And at the end of the conversation, I want you to actually coach me and tell me what I could have done better. And then at the end of it, it's going to give you a summary. It's going to give you some coaching. And then also you can flip the script and say, hey, I am going to be the client. I want you to be the agent. And now you hear the other perspective. And it's just going to give you the ability to learn exponentially, right? One of the things that I've been saying a lot lately is the power of mentorship, right? I really want you to think about this. What's the point of having mentors? And I've asked this question to many different people, and they say a lot of really great things, which is mentorship is going to give you guidance. It's going to give you leadership. It's like an elevator to success. But mentorship is really going to give you wisdom, because it's going to teach you how other people have done what you want to do. And it's not a shortcut to success, but it's going to be an elevator to success. So a mentorship is basically access to wisdom. So if you think about artificial intelligence in that regard, where right now, the current iteration, it has the IQ of Einstein. It has all the information known to mankind in the side of this platform. So it has wisdom for basically every single aspect of anything you want to learn. So if you take it from that perspective, imagine having an access to a mentor that's all knowing 24/7 that you can access right now. And literally for, I think the platform is only $20. So I really want you to think about it in that regard. And give me 1 second here. I'm getting a quick call. What's up, gorgeous? I'm recording a video real quick though. I do. I am. Pick a place and just send me a message. I'm almost done with the video right now. Tell her that your sister came over, which is the truth. So just send me where you want to go eat. All right. Thank you. Bye. So, quick little pause there on my video. Where was I at? Right? Mentorship. Imagine having access to a mentor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What I found too with artificial intelligence, by the way, it's made me smarter. It's made me ask better questions, right? Artificial intelligence is going to give you exactly what you ask of it. And there's a lot of quotes by some very wise people that have always said this. In life, we get directly what we ask. If we ask lousy questions, we have lousy results. If we ask great questions, we get great results. So I want you to think about artificial intelligence as that mentor that you can access all the time. And imagine how game changer that is. And also, I want you to think about this in any language, right? There's no limit to that. I'm using artificial intelligence and I'm utilizing it in my, if somebody sends me, for example, if you send me a message on Instagram, my artificial intelligence assistant is going to respond to you. And also it has a knowledge base, so it knows a bunch of stuff about my company. So I have obviously agents in my company that ask me questions about random things about the company. So my digital assistant actually reaches out, sends them the information, and also sets appointments directly on my calendar. The same thing if you text me to my number, my artificial intelligence robot will respond to your questions and also book appointments. Or let's just say you call me, you call my business line. I don't answer the call. My artificial intelligence robot picks up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, answers your questions, and also books an appointment on my calendar. So, what you could do with artificial intelligence, and I want to obviously, I'm doing this video too because I want to record the fact that I'm saying this. I know we will see one person build a $1 billion company with no employees. Just one person utilizing artificial intelligence is going to build $1 billion companies. I'm committed to doing that, by the way. I've always had a vision to build $1 billion companies, and I really feel like this is the tool that's going to help me and it's going to help you. Look, I'm not saying you want to be, you have to be a billionaire, but what if you wanted to generate an extra 100,000, 200,000, $1 million? You could build any business. And also something I want to say as a side note, if for anybody that's out there working for corporate America, that maybe you're working for an employer and you have like this deep resume with a bunch of specific knowledge. Look, this is really simple, and I'll do a whole separate video about this, but you can upload your resume into ChatGPT, for example, and then you can ask ChatGPT to give you 10 different business ideas based on your specific skill set. And then it'll give you the 10 ideas, and then you can pick one of those ideas that resonate with you the most. And then you can actually ask it and say, hey, help build out my business plan. And then build out my fee structure, build out my mission, vision statement, build out my pitch deck, right? Like you can get very specific. You can even design the logo. You can have an entire business done within 10 minutes. It's incredible. I actually just did that for a friend recently where he was going through the same thing. She's been submitting hundreds of applications and can't find a job. So just imagine the power of what you have in your hands right now. I just want to highlight some of the things that I've been learning and also just shed light that you have the capacity to do it, because you can't, like, this is the other thing, is that artificial intelligence is very forgiving. So even if you asked it not the best question, it's going to respond to you. So it's very forgiving in that manner. But start to use it, start to embrace it. Look, people are using it, and right now I think there's about 3.7, for almost 4 million users on the platform at all times. So a number is only going to get bigger. And you don't want you to be afraid of artificial intelligence, but a lot of people think that, hey, artificial intelligence is going to take my job. Well, I don't think so. People that use artificial intelligence are going to take your job, not people, not artificial intelligence. So you're going up against me, and then somebody else is not using artificial intelligence. I'm 1,000 times more productive. I'm 1,000 times smarter. Any question that anybody asks me, I can have a mentor resource that I can reach out to you right now and I can get the answers. So I'm telling you, dive into it, start playing with it, start using it. And again, I want to hear your comments, feedback, like see if you got any ideas of what I'm saying, but you know how you're using it. I'm very curious. Like I want to create like my channel. I'm thinking of revamping it. I'm going to start talking a lot more about artificial intelligence. So if this message, this video resonates with you, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I am passionate about serving people at the highest level. And I know that God is leading me to just follow my heart with everything, where I follow my obsession. So my obsession is leading me here right now. So I just wanted to make this video to, again, highlight, I'm passionate about, and also just build a community around it where other people that are like-minded that want to come along this journey, right, can also learn and evolve. Like, let's grow together. My tagline, let's grow and let's grow together. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure, again, if you found any sort of value in this video, please like and subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll see you on the next video.